Thank you, Hava. That was beautiful. Everyone's going to want to listen to what I have to say this evening because you won't have the good fortune of hearing an annual appeal during the high holiday services this year. This is not how I ever imagined I would deliver my first message to the congregation. I've spent a lot of time thinking about those who have come before me, most notably my mother, Pauline Ryder, Zikrona Livracha. I can picture many of the past presidents up here on the same bima, but they're looking at your faces, not at a camera. This is a different year, and a difficult year. Because of the pandemic, some of us are ill, some of us have lost jobs, and many of us are feeling isolated and anxious. At Herzl-Ner Tamid, our purpose is one of connection. We connect Jews to Judaism, Jews to each other, Jews to the world. Every age group is provided opportunities for these connections, from the youngest of children to the wisest of adults. Every family is granted the possibility for involvement, whether they be families with or without children, traditional or non-traditional. Our congregation is our home. We've spent the past 6 months working to maintain and strengthen our home, even though we haven't been able to enter our house. We continue to connect Jews to Judaism. We continue to have virtual services, including B'nai Mitzvah. Frankel Religious School ended this past year on Zoom and has plans to begin the new school year tomorrow, it's not too late to register, in much the same way. Last month, many of our teens participated in a Becoming a Leader program that was able to take advantage of many new opportunities through the virtual platform. We've given you the opportunity to enhance your home Shabbat celebration with our Hamotzi to Go program, which has also allowed us to support our caterers whose businesses are struggling right now. We continue to connect Jews to each other. We've been able to learn new skills from one another through our Shul Showcase. We've enabled individual connections through our telemensch calls. We've been there for one another in times of need. We've delivered meals. We've attended virtual Shiva Minyanim, and we continue to reach out to learn what we can do to support our congregants. We continue to connect Jews to the world, or at least the larger community. We've collected backpacks for students at Leshai Elementary. We've made and delivered meals to the Bellevue Men's Shelter and Teen Feed. We had a personal needs drive where we collected items for refugees. And in 2 weeks, you'll have another chance to drive through and drop off specific items for JFS. As we move forward, despite a pandemic, so do the needs of our community, and we need your support. Now more than ever, those of us who are financially able to contribute towards the work and mission of HNT are greatly needed. Thank you to those of you who have already given. And for those of you who plan to give, it's easier than ever. You can return the pledge cards you received in the mail, call the office, email accounting@h-nt.org, or donate directly online right now by going to h-nt.org/appeal, which you should see on your screen right now. You can also get there by going to our website homepage, h-nt.org, and clicking on the big shofar image at the top of the page. And after you donate online, you'll see another link for our social action appeal, and I encourage you to donate to that as well. These two funds will help us continue to stay relevant and provide meaningful connections to Judaism, to each other, and to the greater community. And there is another new connection I'm excited to share with you, the connection we are building with our new senior rabbi, Rabbi Jacob Herber. 2 years ago, we were faced with the important task of how to find our next senior rabbi. Julie Ellenhorn and Michael Tarlow chaired the Senior Rabbi Search Committee and recruited a very dedicated team. This was not a small or easy job. We held focus groups, We sent out surveys. We spent hours upon hours putting together our questionnaire for the Rabbinic Assembly. And when the resumes started coming in, we had video interviews, we made phone calls, and we made more phone calls. Julie and Michael, you will be receiving a gift from us, and you certainly earned it. After all of the video interviews and phone calls, we brought out Rabbi Herber for a visit in February, which turned out to be pretty good timing. Over the course of 3 days, we learned about Rabbi Herber as he led us in prayer and taught us. And we visited with him and got to know him. It was very clear to us that Rabbi Herber epitomized what we were looking for in a senior rabbi, and we voted overwhelmingly to offer him the role of senior rabbi. Luckily for us, it was a shidduch, a match, as Rabbi Herber felt the same way about us. While Rabbi Herber officially began on August 1st, he gave us many, many hours of service prior to that, getting to know some of our leaders, reaching out to those in need, and learning about our community. And since August 1st, well, this isn't the way any of us wanted his tenure to begin, but Rabbi Herber has figured out how to begin connecting to the community despite the current limitations. He's been on phone and Zoom calls providing pastoral care. He's led services and B'nai Mitzvah. He's made plans for funerals and led Shiva Minyanim. And he's spent countless hours planning for a high holiday season like no other. Rabbi Herber is an experienced teacher with a commitment to pastoral needs. He began reaching out to congregants before his arrival and has continued to do so since he got here. He will enhance our relationship at a time when working together is what we all need. He will help us create partnerships with each other and with our greater community. Under normal circumstances, we'd all be gathered together, but we're experiencing things a bit differently right now. Rabbi Herber, we welcome you and we look forward to the day when we can welcome you properly in person. HNT is our home, and HNT is now your home as well. And for your other home, the one up the street in Bellevue, where these days you spend the vast majority of your time, I offer you this gift of a mezuzah from the congregation. I am very pleased to be able to welcome Rabbi Herber, and I invite him to share some words with us now.